Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and on this episode we're going to be doing a quick little mod on the back of the F350. Those of you guys remember, we installed the tailgate, and as you can see, the bumper on the F350 is gone, and we also have one of these shackles. I'm not going to be installing them on this episode, but that's going to be coming up after I get the truck finished and get it running. We're going to be doing some testing with these bad boys. We're going to do the rear, the front ones, and this supposedly makes the truck ride like a 1500. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to work. Alright, and since we have the rear bumper already off, I'm going to show you how I removed it. It's pretty simple to remove the rear bumpers, so I'll show you the clip of that in a second. Here's the box that we have from Rough Country, and we're going to open this up in a bit and see what's inside, and we're going to install it on the back and see how it looks. Should be pretty simple. I think there's maybe 4 bolts if I remember correctly. I think those 2, and then the other side, and I believe that's it. And I got to disconnect the trailer connect harness right there with the bracket, and I think we should be good to go. And here it is with the bumper off. Now the shackle, the new shackle that I'm going to be installing, that's going to go right here. So as you can see from here, it would be easier to install it from the back here by removing the rear bumper, which is only like 2 bolts, which is pretty easy. And it's going to be a lot easier than doing it from the bottom of the truck, trying to get there with the exhaust in the way, because you have to actually press the leaf spring up in order to get this bolt out. It has to go that way. So it's going to be easier to actually remove the bumper when I'm going to be ready to install the shackle. And you might be wondering, why don't you do it right now? Well, because I want to put the bumper on, the new bumper on, and then go for a drive with the stock shackles, see how it performs. Because the bumper that we're doing from Rough Country, it's a little bit heavier than the stock one, so it's going to actually soften the ride just a tiny bit. So I don't want to do the shackles now, because I don't have a comparison video of the stock shackles, so I can't really compare. So that's why I'm going to put the bumper on, and then I'll finish the interior, get the truck running. I'll do the front bumper later, and then when I'm ready, when the truck is running, then I'm going to do a test video with the stock shackles, and then I'm going to remove the rear bumper. It's going to be a lot easier to get the shackle replaced, and then we'll put the new shackles on and do the same thing. Compare the ride quality, see how much softer it is, and compare. Later on, when I'm going to be doing the shackles, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the frame later as well. This is actually just, a lot of it is just dirt, and the frame underneath is not even all that rusted. It's basically like oily dirt on here. So I'll pressure wash it, clean it with the brush, whatever I can to get all this stuff off, and then I'll go ahead and paint it later on the back area. So then after I install the rear bumper, I'll know that all this stuff on the back is nice and clean. And then later on, eventually, I'm going to paint the whole frame when I'm ready, basically. But right now, this is the hard part to get to. So I figured when I'm going to be doing the shackles, I'm going to be remove the rear bumper. I'm going to clean all this up the best I can in this spot, because you can't get to here when you have the rear bumper on. And then I'm going to clean that up, make it nice and clean, nice and black, and that'll be good to go. All right, so let's open up this Rough Country rear bumper. It comes with LEDs, and see what's inside the box. Alright guys, so now that we have the bumper out, let's see how much it weighs. I mean, it's nice and heavy, so that's good. Okay, let's see. So we are at 71.8. So we are at 72 pounds. So that's nice and heavy. 1 second. Bumper is really well made. It's nice and thick. You got the holes for all the lights already cut out, and for the backup sensors right here. And if your truck doesn't have backup sensors, it has the plugs that basically plug the holes up. I'll probably end up installing backup sensors on my truck, some kind of aftermarket backup sensor system. So these will come in nice and handy right here. And you got the LED pods right here that basically are going to mount this way like that. So that's going to look super nice. And then when you need to, back up or whatever, turn on the back lights, that's going to be nice and bright. Let's see how thick the metal is. We're at 3.88, so 3.9, so pretty much 4 millimeters thick. And in inches, that's going to be, inches is 0.14. These are, these are 8.9, so pretty much 9 millimeter thick right here. So these are nice and thick. 0.33 inches, so that's nice and fat little brackets. So you got the stock one only mounted on these 2 bolts, but this one actually mounts on these 2 bolts and the bottom 2 bolts that mount the hitch. So basically I'm gonna have to unbolt these 2 and 2 over there, and they give you a plate spacer that's gonna go in the back here. Basically the bumper is gonna be squished between the frame and the hitch right here, and you got the spacer for the front because you don't want it to be all lopsided. All right, so let's go ahead and install this on the truck and then see how it looks, and I'll give you guys a better look with the lights on and with the plugs installed, and we'll see what we got. Alrighty, let's go. Alright guys, here we go, and the rear bumper is done, and it looks so much better than stock. And a lot of the bumpers that I looked at, they're either extremely expensive or too bulky, just kind of sticking out. But this one I like quite a bit. It seems like it fits the truck pretty good. It doesn't stick out too much, not too bulky, but it has that off-road look to it, and it already has the LED lights. It comes with the LED lights. When you order the bumper, it comes with the LED lights on the back. Everything's cut out, everything's ready to go. So it comes as a kit with LED lights, with the wiring, with the switch. All you gotta do is wire that up. I didn't wire the LEDs yet because I'm still working on the dash, but once I get that done, then I'll be able to wire everything up to auxiliary switches. But this bumper actually comes with the switch, with the wiring and everything else that you need. In my case, I want to run the wires to an auxiliary switch on the dash later on, once I complete the dash. But for now, that's what we got for the rear bumper, and I'll be getting the front bumper and installing that and seeing how that looks on the front. This bumper is from 99 to 16, and I got the link down in the description below from Rough Country. Go ahead, check them out. Pretty good price and a pretty good bumper. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That'll be it for this video, and we'll see you on the next one.